about Quizlet, because I still have some of you that have not joined or done work within the class. You may have done the work in your user, but you have yet to get credit for it. So I need to make sure. Someone else just joined here. Kines. Okay, I need to clarify. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to look at what I see. Share screen. I want to share application window. Okay. So is everybody seeing Quizlet within the Hangout? Bah. You guys can go ahead and turn on. So you guys aren't seeing my screen?
Yeah.
Nope. Go into the actual Hangout. You should see my screen. I shared my screen in the Hangout. Wait, let me try it again. Screen share. Oh, I don't want to share my entire screen. That gets real ugly. Stop. Let's do this. Screen share. I want to share my application window. Oh, application window. Hold on. Bear with me just a second. I don't know if it's slow. Hold on. Still trying to share. Wow, I don't know. Ugh, it's just messing. Stop. Stop. Let's do this right. Okay. That worked fine a minute ago. Ugh. I don't know why it won't do it. It's being crazy. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to forget the screen share thing. It worked just a minute ago. It's not. No, stop. Okay. One more time. It's beautiful, isn't it? Give me a second, guys. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, how did just a minute ago I shared the application window? Whatever. It's not doing it now. I practiced it earlier and it worked. Okay. So anyone whose name, I'm just going to say, I have Anna, I have Bella, I have David, I have Jordan, I have Margaret, I have Tim, and I have Lexi, Lexvix. Okay, if I did not say your name, you must go in. I'll send it again. I'll send the link. Type by your name if I did not say your name. So that would be Bryce and have you been doing the work in Quizlet and you just haven't joined the class, or do you need help with something? Because I'm trying to put grades in the computer and in my grade book, and I have to give a 0 if I see nothing show up in my grade book. I was trying to show you what I see when I look in the grade book, but obviously it's not wanting to share with you. It's being a little shy right now. Okay, so Bryce and Megan, did you guys have questions or just trying to figure out what's going on with your guys' work in Quizlet? Anybody listening? Okay, so it just means okay, so that just means you just need to join the class then. You already have an account, you already done the work. As soon as you join the class, it will automatically show up. So you don't need to worry about it. I'll send the link out again. And then you can just join the class. It's as simple as clicking a button that says join the class. Okay, so that's, Bryce, I didn't get to finish. Your computer was what? Okay, I'll send out the link again. You guys can join from that. And then Thor as well. So there's like 5 of you that haven't. Isaac, same with you. Did you have an account? Because I don't see anything for you. There's no work. And then some of you do have an account and you're in the class, but you haven't done the work. Okay, so he just needs to join the class. Yeah, Jordan, yours shows up just fine. Yours shows up just fine. And Lexi, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Lexi, you just didn't finish Learn. You did absolutely everything else. And the one I assigned it was the one that I actually assigned was Learn. So if you'll go in and finish that up. Same with Tim, you did flashcards, but you need to do Learn. Same with Margaret, you did flashcards, you need to do Learn. Jordan, you did fine. David, I don't see any work in there for you. Bella and Anna, perfecto. So this is, Quizlet is about half of your homework grade. Okay, and then when I start assigning the tests, that's actually a third to half of your, your test and quiz grade. So it's very important. That's why I'm taking this extra time to go over this with you guys. So Jordan, Anna, and Bella, you're the only ones that are actually completed with the one from last week. Let me look at this week's. I didn't go ahead and already grade this week's because of the fact that you guys have through tomorrow to do it. Let's see. So those of you who have done, I think when I looked last night, the majority, very few had done it as well. Okay, so Anna's done, Bella started, Jordan started, Tim started this week and did the flashlight. And Lexi, you started. So you got to go to it says 100% to get the full credit for it. Not just start, because it shows me a check mark when you've completed it. Excuse me, tired today. Okay. No, it was just Quizlet this week, Jordan. I'm not seeing anything, Emma. So I'm not even seeing you as having joined the class. Because I have Anna, hers is self-identified. Bella Lau, yours is in there. DVD 4131, that's David. JH 4100 is Jordan Huck. Margarita Zach, that's Margaret. Tim 4131, that's Tim. And then Lex Rex backwards, the panda is Lexi. So I don't have Thor, Emma, Bryce, Thor, Emma, Bryce, Isaac, and then who's number 5 that I don't have? Thor, Emma, Bryce, and Megan. Okay. Yeah, I'll send a link. I'll send another email. So here my thing is that I don't want to send emails because I don't want to clog up anybody's email. But I'll send one more email this week, just for the to join the Quizlet, because there are so many that have yet to either just link their account to the class or join, period. It looks like most of you, it's just a matter of linking to the class. Like I said, if you're signed in and you've done the work, signed into your account, as soon as you join the class, it'll automatically show me that you've done it. So no worries. No worries if you've done it and you were signed in. It'll all show up. You don't have to redo it. That would be awful to have to redo it. Okay, so those of you, hola, Ana, está bien. We've just been taking care of business with Quizlet, and you're fine, so great. Perfecto. Yeah, you're fine, so you don't even have to worry. So you really haven't missed anything. Okay, so now we're going to go to página 16, página 16 y 17, okay? So we've finished all the preliminary chapters, all the PLs, right? The preliminary chapters, which has just been basically vocabulary. But like I said, vocabulary is the foundation of any language. If I can point and use a word or just ask for things without knowing full-on grammar, you know, I can get around the place. You know, I can say hi. I know a few things like I want, I need, and then vocabulary is one of the biggest building blocks of any language. I know even after all these years that that I have studied Spanish, and I continue to look up. Excuse me, and there's so many not necessarily everyday words, but secondary, you know, close to everyday words or stuff I hear and I'm like, oh, how do I say that in Spanish? How do I say that in Spanish? And it's always vocabulary. It's never how do I write a sentence? How do I write a paragraph? How do I write a paper? I got all that. I got all the mechanics of the language. That's easier. Then you have to continue to add vocabulary. So we started with the basics of vocabulary. We didn't really do much in the way of mechanics. We did a few little things. So let's just review the vocabulary that we've covered. Oh, excuse me. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a number by your name. Oops, stop it. Stop it. I don't want that. 1. Okay, so these will be the numbers that you use for the problems in the book. Okay, so let's look at the first ejercicio en página 16. Página 16, repaso. So repaso is review. Repaso. Repaso is review. Okay. So in Spanish, to repass. Excuse me. I'm super tired. Yes. Okay. So respond to each of the following. So go ahead and say what you would respond. There's multiple responses. You can write those as well. So ejercicio número uno. And just go according to the name I typed, the number I typed in front of your name. If you are more than one person, then I'll type it once. Everybody knows where we are. Page 16, página 17. Ejercicio 1. Respond to the following. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué día es hoy? ¿Cuál es la fecha? ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿A qué hora es la clase de español? ¿Qué hora es? And adiós. Rachel, Emma, of course, you have the easiest one, right? Yay, thank you, Jordan. So Emma, what would be something else? Yeah. Hola, hola, I could say, buenos días, ¿sí? Buenos días. So Bella, when I asked you, ¿qué tal? How you doing? What's going on? So Bella, ¿qué tal? Qué bueno. Muy bien. Muy bien. Muy bien, Jordan. Hoy es el 20. Okay, so remember when we write 26, remember we squish them together? We take out the E, change the Y to I, and we have 26. And it shows, it needs the accent, so we'll do that. Okay. Hoy es el 26 de septiembre. Muy bien, perfecto. Ana, hasta luego. Muy bien. Emma, buenos días. Bryce, did I see an answer from you? How about you, Megan? Thinking, okay. Treinta. Son las, okay. So 6, Tim, it's asking you, at what time is the Spanish class? So I'd say a las 2:30. Okay, instead of son las, we're going to put a las. I'll just say a las 2:30. Notice when it gives you a spelling, it gives you the squiggle under it, and it gives you its spell check. So it's really good about, for the most part, it'll give you Spanish. It'll check your Spanish spelling. A las 2, so at 2:30. Okay. Lexi, do you need help? Okay. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? Hola. Okay. So you're answering question number 7. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? ¿Qué día es hoy? Okay, Bryce, martes, or hoy es martes, right? Muy bien. Okay, let's look at número 2. Okay. Let's have, when I call your name, turn on your, so let's have everybody read a sentence. Okay, we'll start and we'll go in the order on the Google Doc here. Okay. So Emma, go ahead and read for us the first sentence. And then Bella, then Bryce. So everybody just turn your sound on so that. What do you guys do? Página 16. Página 16. Okay, we're on page 16, exercise 2. It says, see how much you can already read in Spanish. Okay, page 16, go ahead and, you there, Emma? Your mic won't turn on, okay. Let's see, so if I can go to control panel. If I can turn it on. Okay, are you on now? There you go.
I think so.
I turned you on.
Okay, so just the very first sentence?
Very first sentence, and then Bella, you're already on, so good, you're ready for the next one, okay?
So, es el mes de julio en Argentina.
Argentina. Remember your head. Argentina. Muy bien. Go ahead, Bella.
Hace mucho frío.
Okay. Bryce.
Hace frío en julio.
Question. Hace frío en julio?
No. Right.
Go ahead and read the next one.
Me?
Sí.
In Argentina, sí.
Uh-huh. Okay. Jordan?
Is it what's the first word? Cuando or am I saying that?
El mes. El mes de julio.
Wait.
The fourth sentence in the paragraph on page 16, exercise 2.
Okay. Which one do I start at though?
El mes. El mes. The line up, the next line up above.
Oh, okay, sorry. Thank you. El mes de julio no es el verano en Argentina.
Argentina. Argentina. Megan?
Es el
Es el invierno, okay?
inve-
And then Tim? Invierno.
invierno.
¿Cuándo es el verano? Los meses de junio.
Julio?
Julio y agosto.
Okay. Margaret, go ahead and read next. Finish that sentence.
My sister's not here.
Oh, she's not there.
My
Okay.
brother can read it.
David? Okay, David?
En el hemisferio norte. Es el
Finish.
invierno en el hemisferio sur.
Okay. Lexi?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's weird. Okay. So Los Estaños, how do you say it? Is that right?
Estaciones. Estaciones.
Estaciones. Son contrarios en el
Contrarias.
contrarios, el hemisferio Notre
Hemisferio.
hemisferio. Notre. Why is it E, right?
Y.
En el hemisferio sur.
Muy bien. Okay. Sorry, Anna, we ran out. And then Isaac, so you and Anna will read next if we get a reading come up. Okay? You guys can all go ahead and turn off your mics. Okay.
The teacher's
So
about
Tim, is Margaret usually with you guys in class and in the hangout, or is she?
Do not click on the she can ask me first.
Okay.
You just had art right now.
What's that?
She has art right now.
Where she
During
has
this.
Oh.
no, she said Isaac Bella sentence is coming up. I want Isaac to speak next.
Yeah. Whenever we have some more reading, I'll have him do it. Okay.
Which one
So
we see?
you guys can go ahead and turn your sound off. So answer the questions about the reading. ¿Qué mes es en? So what did we learn from this reading? Okay. Type things we learned from this reading. Go ahead and type on the Google Doc. Some information that we learned in this reading. What country are we talking about? What's the weather like? What season is it? Muy bien. Muy bien, Megan. It's winter. Okay. Es julio y es invierno. It's July and it's winter. Okay. Okay, it's July. Muy bien. Okay, what do we know about the hemisphere? What did we say about the hemispheres? What did it say about los meses? Junio, julio y agosto. Okay. En el hemisferio norte es verano, right? In the north hemisphere, June, July, and August are summer. En el hemisferio norte es el invierno, and es hemisferio sur. It's the winter. Okay, remember we talked about that completely opposite. Okay. So let's look at página. So we started talking about chapter 1. Just we're going to look at describing people. We looked at página 18, page 18 and 19. We looked at los jóvenes puertorriqueños son amigos muy buenos. Okay, so these are Puerto Rican youth. And they're very good friends. Okay. Let's turn over to página 21. We went through, we talked about the different countries, different peoples. Okay. And then now let's look at página 22 y página 23. Okay. We'll start talking about people. Sounds a little scandalous, right? Okay. The first box always gives me a little chuckle because it's funny. So repiten, ¿cómo es? ¿Cómo es? How is he or how is she? What are they like? Okay, ¿cómo es is how are they? Or how is she? How is he? How are you? We're talking about describing people. It could be your personality. It can be your physical looks, your traits. Okay. Okay. Repiten, guapa. Guapa. Bonita. Bonita. Okay. Pretty. Okay. The other one, they don't want to say that somebody is ugly. I mean, that would just be kind of rude. I wouldn't stand around for a picture if they were going to peg me as the ugly one. So she's making an ugly face. So it's referring to the face that she's making, not actually her as a person, right? Okay. So repiten fea. Fea. Okay. So why do all of these adjectives end in an A? Anybody remember we talked about gender? I didn't talk about Jordan, sorry. I saw your name and I said Jordan instead of gender. They are feminine, right? Yeah. Okay. So not necessarily things, okay? So pretty, ugly, short, fat, skinny. Those aren't things, right? What are those? What parts of speech are all of those words that I just said? They're all adjectives, right? Describing words are all adjectives. Muy bien. So adjectives must agree with the nouns they describe. So these adjectives are describing girls. And by nature, girls are always feminine, right? That's chica, profesora, señora, okay? All the words for women or girls or female human beings are all, the words themselves are feminine. Just like all the words related to men, young men, or male human beings are masculine, okay? So if I was saying that, so guapo is also good looking, it's not necessarily just pretty, right? Good looking. So if I wanted to say that Jorge, my favorite person, George, that George was good looking, how would I change the adjective to make it describe George? Instead of guapa, it would be, and with an O, guapo. So just be careful. Yeah, guapo, muy bien, it'd be guapo. So just be careful. Take note that anytime the adjective is describing a female on this page, if it has a feminine form, it uses the feminine form. So looking at the next box over, if you just look at the very tall young man, either that or a very short young lady. I don't know which case it is. But compared to him, she's very short. Okay? Repiten, baja. Baja. Alto. Alto. Okay? So notice she's baja. If he were the short one, we'd say bajo. And if she was the tall one, we'd say alta. Okay? Always agree in number and gender. Okay? Let's look at the next group of people. So the first one was talking more your kind of appearance, your look, your overall looks. Good looking. That's not politically correct, I guess. Okay, red-haired or red-headed, adjective. Repiten, pelirroja. Pelirroja. Oops, oops. Undo, Bella, and then you'll get back to where you were. There you go. Okay. Dark-haired, moreno, or actually, because it's describing the young lady, morena. Morena. Okay, describing the young man, dark-haired, moreno. Moreno. And then the young lady, excuse me, just for clarification, she's blonde. Okay, repite, rubia. Rubia. So, describing blonde young man. Uncle's that, yeah, good. So you guys are somewhat familiar. Yeah, I think I saw that and I thought, well, it'll be okay for you guys to learn it early. Okay, but for those of you who have not done it, okay, so a young man, rubio. Okay, nice, simpático. Simpático. And mean, antipático. Antipático, mean or not nice, right? Antipático. It's hard to tell from expressions too. Excuse me. So again, this book is trying to get you to, it does just give you English equivalents from want you to learn from context. But looking at that guy waving and saying hi, and the other one, you wouldn't necessarily get mean and nice. I would kind of get friendly or happy and maybe sad or mad, you know? Okay? And then looking at the next page, I mean, not the next page, the next box. Repiten cómica, cómica, graciosa, graciosa. So she's silly, funny. And then the other girl next to her is like, really? Really, is that necessary? Seria. Serious. Okay. So now here's your turn, Isaac. I'll have you read the first two sentences, and then I'll have Ana read the next two sentences under the first picture on página 23. Okay. So Isa, go ahead and read the first two. Let's find out about Robert or Roberto.
Read this.
Roberto es un amigo de Julia. Roberto es un amigo bueno. Julia es una amiga de Roberto. Julia es una amiga buena.
Okay. Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. So Roberto es un amigo de Julia. Roberto es un amigo bueno. Okay. So the first line says Robert is a friend of Julie. Okay. De of. It's of or from. Okay. So notice it says Robert, next line, Robert is a good friend. Es un amigo bueno. Amigo ends in O. He's masculine, right? He's always, and bueno agrees with amigo. Es un amigo bueno. Notice that the adjective follows the noun. In English, we say he's a good friend. Good comes before friend. Spanish, es un amigo bueno. If I were to translate it and keep it in the same order, I'd say Robert is a friend good. Friend good, okay? So notice when it changes to Julie, Julia es una amiga de Roberto. She is a friend of Robert, okay? So amiga, she's a female friend, okay? Julia es una amiga buena. She is a friend good or a good friend. Notice it's amiga and it's buena because your adjective must always agree with the noun that it's describing. Okay, Ana, go ahead and read for us under the next picture.
La muchacha joven es de Ecuador. Ella es ecuatoriana.
Ecuatoriana, muy bien, ecuatoriana. So, joven is young, okay? So the young girl, muchacha girl, es de Ecuador. She is from, remember I said of or from, es de Ecuador. Okay? Ella es ecuatoriana. Okay? So, if you're from the United States, what is your nationality? So I'm from the United States of America. What do we usually call ourselves? American, right? We usually call ourselves American. America, yeah. Silly. So we're usually American. But Spanish has given us something that's truly, so if we're American, aren't Canadians American? Aren't Mexicans American, right? Because we're all in, North America. They think a lot of countries don't like us calling us Americans. They've actually given us a name, and I like to use it. It's kind of a word I've kind of made up because I think it sounds pretty cool. But they call us Estado Unidense. What would that equate to in English? United Statesian. Okay. So that's what I'd like to call us, United Statesian. Estado Unidense. We don't even have an equivalent. We just call ourselves American, Americano, right? United Statesian. I like it though. I think it's great. United Statesian. Let me put an E in there. I'm not even sure how I would say it, but I think it's a great description. I am United Statesian. Okay, so estadounidense. Because you say America, like I said, you have you have North America, you have South America, you have Central America. What kind of American are you? You know, so, but it's come to be widely accepted that we're Americans, right? And we have American pride and we have American this and American that. The Merkin, silly. I like United States, and so when I use it with someone outside out of my Spanish classes, they don't understand. So it's kind of a Spanish colloquial word, United Statesian. Okay, let's look at the next little conversation there. ¿Quién es el amigo de Julia? Who is Julie's friend? So let's look at something. Let's go back to the picture where Robert and Julie, where we're learning about Roberto and Julia. Okay, Roberto es un amigo de Julia. Okay, so in Spanish, the apostrophe for possession, Trisha's book, or Joe's paper, or Susan's house, we show apostrophe S to show possession. Okay, Spanish doesn't exist. El apóstrofo no existe. El apóstrofo no existe. Apóstrofo no existe. Okay, so how do I say show possession? I have to say the house of George, or the paper of Susan, or the hair of Mary. Okay, so you have to use that de. Okay, so Mary's house. Mary's house becomes la casa de Maria. Okay, so Robert's friend becomes what? Okay, we're talking about Julie. Una amiga de Roberto. Una amiga de Roberto. So I want to say George's car, el carro or el coche de Jorge. Okay. So you have to say the item of so-and-so. There's no apostrophe to shorten that up. Okay. So going back to that conversation, ¿Quién es el amigo de Julio? She answers, Roberto. So who is Julie's friend? She answers, Roberto. ¿Cómo es él? How is he? Okay, he, él, with an accent over is he. Es alto y gracioso. So of course, yes. So Robert is tall and he's funny or silly. Okay. Going down to the next box. ¿De dónde es la muchacha? Okay, so it's talking about the bottom picture. ¿De dónde? From where is the girl? ¿De dónde es la muchacha? Es de Ecuador. Remember, de is of or from. She is from Ecuador. ¿De qué nacionalidad es? Of what nationality is she? Okay, of what nationality is she? Straight, just like we would ask. Es ecuatoriana. Okay, so just like in English, we have to, we were having this discussion in one of my classes the other day. So someone from Oregon is what? They're Oregonian. California, Washington, Washingtonian. Someone from Utah, a Utahn. Minnesota, Minnesotan. You know what someone from Michigan is? A Michigander. I only know that because I lived in Michigan for quite some time. So I was considered a Michigander. What's someone from Wisconsin called? A Wisconsin, right? A Wisconsin. S-A-N, but a Wisconsin. So we have to learn different countries. So someone from Peru is called what in English? Peruvian, right? Peruvian. Ecuadorian in English. They say ecuatoriano in Espanol. So someone from Argentina, Argentinian. Someone from Chile, Chilean. From Brazil, Brazilian. Okay, so we're gonna learn some of the different nationalities. And notice that nationality in Spanish, like the days of the week and the months, they're not capitalized, okay? No nationalities. Like I said, they're pretty particular where they hand out capital letters in Spanish, okay? No nationalities, no months, no days. Titles, generally only the first word of a title is capitalized unless it's a proper noun. So they're pretty stingy with their capital letters. They don't just throw them out willy-nilly like we do in English. Okay, so tomorrow we'll work on more of this. Es todo para hoy. That's all for today. So hasta mañana. Are we gonna... Not until I assign homework after tomorrow. Okay, so I only assign homework once a week. I don't know if I made that clear with you guys. So I wait till after Wednesday class because I don't always necessarily know how much work we're going to get through in each class. So I always assign the work. If not Wednesday, Wednesdays tend to be pretty busy. If not Wednesday, I assign it on Thursday morning. Okay. So adiós clase. Hasta mañana. De nada, por supuesto, Lexi. Hasta mañana. Esta clase de español, Bryce. Adiós.